Everyone knows the story. Jesus died on Friday and rose on Sunday. But have you ever stopped to ask, why 3 days? Why not rise on the same day? This was not just a historical detail. The 3 days were part of a much deeper biblical pattern. To understand it, we have to go back to the beginning, Genesis chapter 1. On the third day of creation, God caused dry land to appear from the waters. Then life began to spring from the ground. Plants, trees, fruit, and vegetation came forth. In other words, on the third day, life came out of what once looked empty, chaotic, and barren. It was like a symbolic resurrection. And this pattern continues throughout Scripture. In Genesis 22, Abraham was commanded to offer his son Isaac. For Abraham, Isaac was as good as dead. But on the third day, Abraham saw the place of sacrifice. And on that third day, God stopped the sacrifice. Isaac was spared. A substitute was provided, and Abraham received his son back. That moment points forward to Jesus, the true promised son who would not be delivered from death symbolically, but literally, on the third day. The third day appears again at Mount Sinai. After God delivered Israel from Egypt, he told the people to prepare themselves because on the third day he would descend upon the mountain. And on the third day, God came down with thunder, fire, smoke, and the sound of a trumpet. That day was not just about commandments. It was about identity. God transformed former slaves into a holy nation, a people with a calling and a mission. Again, the third day becomes a moment of divine revelation, covenant, and new identity. Centuries later, the prophet Hosea used this same pattern when he said, "After 2 days he will revive us. On the third day, he will raise us up that we may live before him." Here, the third day is clearly connected with restoration and resurrection. Then we come to Jonah. Jonah was thrown into the sea, swallowed by a great fish, and remained there for 3 days and 3 nights. Humanly speaking, there was no way back. It was like a watery tomb. But God intervened, and Jonah came out alive. That is why Jesus later said that no sign would be given except the sign of Jonah. Just as Jonah came out from the belly of the fish, the Son of Man would come out from the heart of the earth. But Jesus would not merely be rescued, he would be resurrected and glorified. For Jesus, the resurrection confirmed his entire mission. There is also an important cultural reason. In ancient Jewish thought, many believed that the soul remained near the body for up to 3 days after death. After that, death was considered final and irreversible. This helps explain why Jesus waited 4 days before raising Lazarus. By the time Jesus arrived, Martha said there was already a stench. No one could deny that Lazarus was truly dead.